Back to another episode of Stoner Bob. Well. I had a great week. Totally was on vacation, and I got back Saturday. So let me just jump right into it. The vacation was awesome. Where did you go? Do I ask? Where does my travels take me? Well, my travels took me to Massachusetts. I decided that I was going to take the kids to Six Flags over New England, which was awesome. So, we are avid campers. This time I chose to stay in more private campgrounds that offered a little bit more amenities. Not my style, personally. I'm a backwoods, primitive type girl. But my kids are not as backwoodsy as I am. They prefer to have some kind of electricity and running water and facilities. I mean, taking a shit in the woods, that's my kind of thing. Anyway, I stayed at this place called Prospect Mountain. I'm going to give a shout out to the whole entire campground. Awesome place. Everything you can think of for kids there. Swimming pool, laser tag, tetherball, basketball courts, miniature golf. They have games and activities and everything every day. They have a store. They have discount tickets for the park. And they have wood, a big gigantic bundle for like $7. Nice, friendly people there. Everybody was smiling. Everybody was happy. Bathrooms could be a little bit cleaner, but I also put that on the guests as well, So, but I'm not going to complain. I definitely would love coming back to that. Six Flags over New England. Well, how was that? I'm going to rate that on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. I'm going to give it a 7. Reason why I'm giving it a 7 is parking was like $25, man. And guess what? They have side lots that offer parking for like $5. If I would have known that, I would have saved $20. Parking lot really is a big parking lot, and you still got to take a shuttle up to the main gate anyway, or choose to walk. So it's like the $5 deal probably is the better deal. The park was awesome. The inside of the park, with the way the layout was and the midway and everything, was great. Tons of rides, tons of roller coasters. The Riddler was off the chain. The Harley Quinn, oh my god, when that thing came down like this and you're like, I'm not looking, because that thing was awesome. The Batman was great. Joker, I really wanted to ride, and unfortunately was down. But that's okay. They also had this giant roller coaster called Goliath. Yeah, I ain't taking that one. I ride just about any roller coaster. Goliath put the fear of Odin through my soul, man. I am definitely not gonna ride Goliath. But they had other roller coasters and little rides here and there, and it was kind of cool. Everything was kind of DC based characters, but they did have like Bugs Bunny and stuff there, and that was kind of cool. The water park, I'm gonna give it a downer on that one. The water park, you have to rent a tube to get on most of the on all the tube rides. I'm cheap. I ain't renting no tube. That should be included, I think. You had to kind of go around the lazy river with no tube. That kind of was lame. But there was some pools to swim in, and the wave pool was pretty cool. Just want to tell people out there in the world, listen, if you have a Band-Aid on, don't get in the freaking pool with it, man. It's gross to go through the pool and look and find your fucking dirty ass Band-Aid in there, man. That is just disgusting. Okay, I just want to point that out. But anyway, the meal deal didn't really work out the way it was supposed to. It wasn't really advertised right online. But that's okay. We ended up getting a meal anyway. We got a collector cup, which gave us free refills all day, so that was kind of cool. And so the park was alright. There was a time where there was a rude employee, but some 17-year-old kid who really cares. Go back home to your mom and dad in the suburbs. I really don't care. They just forced you to get some summer job because they don't want you hanging around the house doing drugs or some shit. I don't know. Well, anyway, enough of that rambling on. Next stop was in Springfield, Massachusetts, the home of... Dun, da, da, da. Give you a hint. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. That's right. It's the home of Dr. Seuss, and we got to go see the Sculpture Garden. Sculpture Garden was as big as I thought, but there was awesome exhibits. Yertle the Turtle. There was the Cat in the Hat. There was the Grinch, Horton, and I got a picture with the Lorax. I got a picture with the Lorax. That is so awesome. Dr. Seuss, I grew up with your stuff. Shout out to heaven to you, man. Definitely was an awesome place, and I just want to thank him for letting me grow up with those books. Those were wonderful. I wish I had duck feet, and I can tell you why. Don't have to splash around in duck feet and never have to keep them dry. That's right. I love Dr. Seuss, man. And to think I saw it on Mulberry Street, I always used to think of our Mulberry Street here in Buffalo, and it was actually about their Mulberry Street. But I can see it. Springfield and Buffalo kind of look the same. They're pretty similar cities. So after that, it was on our way to, I'll give you a hint, going out to the country where you wanna go. That's right, I headed up to the Catskills, to Bethel, New York. I was there. That's right, me, I was there. Do you see that? 50 years later, just like I always said when I was 11 years old, I am going to Woodstock on their 50th anniversary. May not have been a really big concert or anything going on, but we did see a concert nonetheless. Shout out to Alice freaking Cooper, man. Awesome show. Shout out to Hailstorm. Lizzie, you rock. Your brother is awesome. Love the giant drumsticks. It was great. And shout out to the opening act, Motion in White. They definitely are heavy metal, awesome all the way, man. Kids enjoyed themselves. How was the site? Well, the site was great. When I walked out on the site, I walked out in my bare feet, and I stood where the stage was. I stood where all the people stood, and you can still hear the echoes. You can hear it. Woodstock lives all over. The hearts of the people, the soul, the spirit, everything was there. It was probably one of the most spiritual places I've ever been to. The experience was absolutely wonderful, and the museum was great. Shout out to the museum guy who took our tickets, who was there in person himself. I totally loved Bethel, New York. Want to give a shout out to Luke's Pizza. Luke's Pizzeria made us a chicken ranch bacon pizza, which was awesomely good. There was a gigantic thunderstorm right before the concert. We ended up eating in the rental. It was perfect. The night was great. I totally enjoyed everything about it. Never Sink Campgrounds. Want to give a shout out to them. Awesome family campgrounds, swimming pool. The facilities and bathrooms were immaculately clean. I loved Never Sink Campgrounds. And again, Mark, shout out to you for putting us under the pavilion when it was raining. You really saved part of our trip, and I was really thankful for that. And I give Never Sink Campgrounds a 9. Definitely, I would go back at any time. And I also just want to let everybody know as well, and this is not anything to say that I do not like these people. I love everybody. I love every person, every religion, everybody. I love them all. if you're going to Bethel, New York, there are a lot of Orthodox Jews. There's a big Orthodox Jewish community. We all know that Orthodox Jews, a lot of them do not believe in vaccination. So if you do have younger children, make sure that whatever vaccinations that they have are in place, because you just don't know when it comes to people or other people whose religions who believe in not vaccinations, it could possibly get you sick. So just to let you know. But again, I love Orthodox Jews. I love all religions. Shout out to the Orthodox Jewish faith. You guys are awesome. The guy on the side of the road who gave us directions with the really cool glasses, I give a shout out to you. You are awesome for getting us from point A to point B. Without you, I would have been totally lost. So, in a nutshell, my trip was great. Best experience ever. Woodstock was wonderful. Will always live in my heart. And I just want to give a shout out to the spirits of Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix. You know, I loved everybody. I just loved your music and everything that you gave. That's definitely it. So, I just want to say to everyone, listen, spend some time with your kids. Time is short. If you can't go on vacation with them, go to the park with them. Play some baseball with them. Show them what it's like. Teach them. Just guide them on the way. Because your kids are everything. They grow up pretty fast. So, Stoner Mom saying, stay stoned. Spend some time with your freaking kids. And enjoy life. Because it's too short.